beep, beep. Welcome to the court of the digester. Well, here's one. Here's one. I'm late to the party. Late to the party. Right. It's from the Telegraph. Subscribe, share, please share. I'm muted. I'm down on everything. It's almost. I'm getting to the point where I'm going to give up. You know, because nobody watches my stuff anymore. It's all bloody halved. I don't know why. Is it Twitter? Is it YouTube? Who knows? Thankfully, I've got my warriors to keep going. Keep you going. But it's depressing when this happens, and it seems to happen with alarming regularity. Nobody sees me tweets. No, you know the usual stuff. Anyway, enough of the whinging. Not much we can do about that, is there? I don't think. So here we have it. The cat is out of the bag. The horse has left the paddock. Right? Is your cat non-binary? Is your cat non-binary? The madness of inclusivity drive at pet modelling agency. A pet modelling agency. I can understand the need for a pet modelling agency, right? Because you want pretty cats, don't you, advertising stuff they shit in and food. You want pretty cats, don't you, right? Or dogs, if there's such a thing as a pretty dog, right? Yeah, there is. Some dogs are pretty, aren't they? They're not all gruff-looking monsters. Company that supplies animals for television work asks questions that leave owners scratching their heads. An agency that supplies animals to the media has asked owners whether their pets are gender neutral or non-binary. I mean, any cat with any sense is going to be sitting in the back going, have you met my owner? Dickhead here, right? I'm a female, right? And I'm prowling around, up came the males. And they have a go, because that's what you are, male or female as a cat. You know what I mean? Cat, him, twat face here, filling out his form so that I can be hired out for the latest film by Disney, you know, I don't know, called Trans Cats. He thinks I'm non-binary. What's that about then? It's a human thing. He's ruining my career. They are doing this in a drive to be more inclusive. Wankers. Urban Paws, that's what they're called, which describes itself as a leading animal talent agency in the UK, included 4 gender options on the application form owners are required to complete to register their pets. Male, female, gender neutral and non-binary. Can you imagine? Have you got a non-binary dog? Yeah. When it humps legs, what's that about then? What? Does it hump legs? No, you're lying. No, I'm not. Does it? Right, okay. So when it chases after another dog and tries to shag it, is that dog usually a female? It's another non-binary dog. Right, okay. Call the men in white coats. There's going to be lunatics that have gone, I've considered it, and I think, you know, I do think that my schnauzer is actually I have a non-binary schnauzer. Oh, God. The agency, which has operated for 40 years, supplies animals to film producers, television studios, PR agencies, theatre productions, and in-house marketing teams. Supplies animals, so it's not just about cats. Oh, brilliant, great. Can you? Very sorry, I'm just calling you now. We're making a film. And we need a non-binary armadillo and 4 gender-neutral rats, and we'd also like 1,500. Trans cockroaches, because we're going to need those for the scene in the cave. What else do we need? Okay, right, yeah. 2,500 gender fluid bats. Can you imagine? Oh, I've got this vision now of that wonderful scene in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom when Kate Capshaw and Indy, Kate Capshaw, she was a beautiful woman, wasn't she? Yeah? Kate Capshaw and Indy, right, Harrison Ford, are trapped in that place with all the bugs. Do you remember? Oh, before the roof comes down. And I can just remember, all I've got now is all these bugs going, did you just misgender me? This bloody gate millipede coming up to Kate and going, all right, you misgendered me, that's it, we're going to pull the roof down on your head. You know what I mean? It's just insane. The gender categories were revealed after James Estes, a writer and commentator, tried to register his cat Leo with Urban Paws. He said, everyone has been telling me how handsome my new kitten, Leo, is, and so I thought I might register him to do some cat modelling. When going through the form, I discovered to my utter bemusement that along with his colour, breed and age, I was being asked for his gender, which included asking whether he identifies as gender neutral or non-binary. How do you find out? That's what... You look at the cat, you go to the cat. Right, answer the question, Tiddles. Right, you ready? That was my cat. My cat was called Tiddles. After Mrs. Slocum's cat in Are You Being Served? Right, come on, Tiddles. Right, look at me, tell me. Right, blink if you're non-binary. Grand. Blink if you're gender fluid. Oh, it blinked both times. It blinked both times. What do you think that means? I think it means you're a fucking idiot. Right, hang on. Try again. Oh, where are you going? I'm going to shit in a box. I said to my mate the other night, I used to have a cat, and it was so clever, it used to go in the garden, it used to dig a hole, go to the loo, and bury it. Absolutely extraordinary. And he said to me, they all do that. I said, what, with a shovel? The fact we have reached a stage, says James, in which pet owners are being asked how their pets self-identify tells us that we as a society have lost our minds. If I didn't laugh, I would cry. An Urban Paws employee claimed that the question they had been included on the application form because they're just trying to be inclusive. What the staff meeting was like about that. What do you think about this inclusivity stuff then? Well, it seems to be important to our clients. What do you suggest that we do? Well, why don't we have an inclusivity question that asks them whether they're gender fluid, trans, or whatever that is, or non-binary, on the application form for the particular animal? Great, do it. Mr. Esses is the coordinator. Sorry, but shortly after learning that the category had been mocked on social media, it was removed from the online application form, though the prefer not to say category was retained. It's so funny. Mr. Esses is the coordinator of the Declaration for Biological Reality, which voices concerns about the impact of this crap on society. Right? The declaration, which has been signed by more than 23,000 people, states, over recent years there has been a demonstrable attack on biological reality in the United Kingdom. This has skewed the public policy and discourse in favour of an ideology that has no scientific basis and which poses safeguarding risks to some of the most vulnerable groups. Urban Paws said the gender-neutral category has been removed as it was included on the form by mistake. That's a hell of a mistake. A hell of a mistake. I'd like a gender-neutral aardvark, please, and a non-binary rabbit. Can you imagine what we're shipped down? Is it Hazel? No. What is it then? Well, I don't know. I've changed my name. What is it? John. So we've now got Watership Down starring John. Great. Just films with animals. Remember Lassie. It'll be over, wouldn't it? Lassie's a non-binary, gender-fluid, aerosexual. Right, Lassie, how you doing? I'm confused. Oh, it hurts. All these famous films about animals. Dr. Dolittle. Go ahead. Can you imagine Dr. Dolittle about to start singing? About to start doing the whole, my friend the doctor. And some cow by the side goes, I'm trans. This is just as far as the insanity can go. But it amused me for a short time. I'll see you later.